Good morning. It's an early one today down here at Oilersnation HQ as the Edmonton Oilers close out their 5-game road trip with a stop in Minnesota against a red-hot Minnesota Wild team, winners of 6 in a row. Pangs, can the Edmonton Oilers finally win 3 hockey games in a row? Oh, baby, we'll have to wait and find out as we get set for Oilers Wild. Wild Oilers, hello, what up, and welcome to Pre-Gaming with Bordsy, brought to you by Bet365. Download the app today, because whatever the moment, you know it, folks. It's never ordinary down there at Bet365. It's a 30-minute edition of Pre-Gaming today. It is a violently hungover edition of Pre-Gaming today, as the Oilers Nation Christmas party was last night. Bag Milk had an excellent paragraph in his article basically saying, I apologize to you, the reader, but he's not in good shape when he was writing the GDB. I'm not feeling too hot right now. I was in this very bar shutting it down, 12 hours ago. It was a good night last night down there at the ON Christmas party. But Pangs, give me a vibe check. How are you doing? They just delivered you a beer, and I regret to inform everybody I had to go with the cold water, but I will split the G. Pangs, vibe check. How you doing?
For me, I mean, I know Bordsy's feeling it. I feel the vibes are pretty high. Saturday, nice day out at we're here at Dogpatch, and I'm going to increase the vibes a little bit for you. Bordsy, I have a surprise Christmas present for you and Brett. Brett, do we got it?
We're watching Pre-Gaming with Bordsy. Yeah, Bordsy is the best host when it comes to the Oilers. Yeah, he knows the most. Merry Christmas to him. His jokes are so amusing. But let's not forget Brett behind the camera with this wicked producing. Yeah, Shorty Mills spitting rhymes with this freestyle creation. 'Tis the season. I'm collabing with the crew from Oilers Nation. This is Shorty Mills signing off, wishing you a Christmas cheer. And Shorty wants to wish you a happy cup. Yeah.
Holy shit! That was unbelievable.
Rap legend Shotty Mills.
Shout out Shotty Mills. That might be. I'm give me a beer. Someone give me a fucking beer. I'm ready to go. Shotty Mills with the shout out.
Yeah.
Was that like a cameo?
A little bit, yeah.
How'd you get that?
I'm not gonna lie. Ghost wrote it. He's like, I approve. I'm gonna spit some hot fire on this. He's like, he did it for Bordsy, collaborating with Oilers Nation there.
Holy shit, Pegs. That is unbelievable. Shotty Mills. If you don't know, now you do. Let me tell you that about Drayton Valley's own, Edmonton's finest. Oh, I feel like an entirely different person right now that Shotty Mills got a personalized. Oh my! All right, we're gonna have a good one tonight. All right, the Edmonton Oilers, the over's gonna smash, puck line, money line, all of it. My entire mood has just changed. That's the best Christmas gift you could have given me. Let's get caught up into the chat. Austin says, Bordsy, fire up this fucking band, baby. I'm gonna be away from pre-gaming today. Have some things to deal with. It's still Beltmas. Hope will never die. Love you, my ON fam. Austin, we love you, brother. Connor Brown says, calling it early. 5-2 for the Edmonton Oilers. Northside Norm. Dogpatch or broadcasting hungover from bed today? I wish, brother. I wish. Getting out of, when you have those just incredibly hungover shower moments when you're in there, just letting it, just thinking about everything that you did the night before me, like, I have to go show my face and be presentable to the world. But I love everybody in this chat. There's no place I'd rather be. And then we got Pickled Fries. 30-minute show today. I guess the Christmas party last night was a good one. Yep, you can bet your ass on that. Maynard, not going to lie, I do not have a good feeling about this one today, but we shall see. The Minnesota Wild, once again, winners of 6 in a row. They are rolling right now, and they've been rolling over good teams in this stretch. It's going to be tough. Thank God no Jesper Wallstead tonight, though. Today, there's my first one.
Thank
it's
goodness.
going to be Gustafson. He's going to be the one in the net. Veronica, my queen, says, hello, Oilers Nation. Hello, Veronica. We love you. Southpaw, I have no expectations. Let's go, Oilers. That's the way to live life, brother. You can never be disappointed if you go like that. Embarrassed, said Bordsy party hangover prediction, 7 out of 10. I think we're at an 8 territory, brother. It's not going good over. Loud in my ears, Brett. I'm kidding. I need some good Dogpatch grease today to get us going. Against the Minnesota Milds, a team that was only able to put up 1 against us last game, not even bothered. Oilers 7-1. It's Beltmas, baby. And then Dave Pickard is going to stand on his head today. Ingram is going to shock us all against Vegas. And by Tuesday, we'll be talking about who gets the pleasure of revenge game against the Flames. And then Westside, some made me laugh. Worst save percentage in the NHL for Calvin Pickard and the AHL for one Connor Ingram. Hey, stats, they're just numbers. All right, let's go. We got no other choice, so we got to ride with Calvin Pickard and Connor Ingram. Pangs, I guess I haven't really talked to you about it since Tristan Jarry injured. Shit, hey.
Damn it.
Damn it. It was a hell of an 8 periods, I will say, though, for one Tristan Jarry. He looked good, especially last game against Boston. He was looking solid. He had that above 900 save percentage we were all looking for, and then tweaked something. We still do not have an update from Chris Knobloch on Tristan Jarry. Gene Principe had a tweet earlier today, quote, no update yet. So we can all keep on spinning our wheels. I laugh when, we all do it. We're all guilty of it. We did it on ONE yesterday of like, okay, that looks like a 1 to 2 week injury there. Like when then people are, well, he skated off the ice, so it couldn't be that bad, or people think it's major. We're not doctors, folks. We have no fucking clue what this injury could be. All I know, Calvin Pickard's going to have to carry the workload here for the Edmonton Oilers. He looked awesome, I will say, in that 23 minutes, I would say, against the Boston Bruins. It was weird. The Bruins were like bloodthirsty sharks. The moment Pickard went in, they smelled blood, and they all of a sudden, offense. Calvin Pickard stood tall. He looked good, stopping everything that came his way. He resembled playoff Calvin Pickard, dare I say, and I don't know if Picks just has to, he can only show up in the big moments. He's got ice in his veins, or when his career is on the line, but the Edmonton Oilers in a tough spot. No Tristan Jarry. I guess let me ask you, what was your reaction when Tristan Jarry made his movement over to the bench and looked at Calvin Pickard and said, you're in? Because me, Menzies, and Brett were sitting here at Dogpatch, and we just went completely mute, silent, all jaws on the floor like, are we getting fucking pranked right now that this actually just happened, Pangs? What was your reaction to the Jarry?
My initial reaction, I just giggled. I'm like, we can never have nice things. And I just laughed because for Stuart Skinner, one of the knocks against him was that Stuart Skinner can't go side to side. Well, Tristan Jarry went side to side and he hurt himself. So I just kind of giggled. It's very unfortunate. Tristan Jarry, for the little stint that he played in net, he was solid for the Oilers. And one thing I really liked about him is this nice stretch pass that he can make. Unfortunately, he's out of the lineup, though.
Don't know when we will be seeing that. He obviously traveled back to Edmonton to be reevaluated yesterday. We still have yet to be told anything. And this is the final game of the Oilers' 5-game roadie. Reminder, they play again tomorrow against the Vegas Golden Knights. So buckle up, Connor Ingram. There you go, brother. But Picks, confidence level, he looked damn good in that. Now, once again, it's only 22, 23 minutes. The dude does have a save percentage that starts with an 8.5 this season, but we've seen it from Calvin Pickard. Makes no sense. He's not your maybe most traditional goaltender. Sometimes it doesn't look the prettiest, but I have confidence that he can come in for spurts. I can say I'm confident-ish in his abilities tonight, but this Minnesota Wild team, they know how to score. Kirill Kaprizov, Matt Boldy, they each have above 20 goals. Their last game, they each had 3-point nights, so that mini offense is rolling. Where's your confidence level with Pickard? Give it to me out of 10.
You betcha.
Be real with me. Give it to me straight, though.
You know what? I'm going to say a 7. With Calvin Pickard, he hasn't had a good season. I think about his mindset the last month. Uneasy if he's going to be traded, or his former crease partner, we saw Stuart Skinner, got traded. And now the pressure is on him to perform. And we've seen Calvin Pickard rise to the occasion. Most notably last playoffs, he rattled off 6 playoff wins in a row when the Oilers fell behind 2-0 in the series against the Los Angeles Kings. Let's remember that Calvin Pickard pulled off 4 straight wins against the LA Kings to send him back. And so Calvin Pickard, he has experience elevating in pressure situations, and he's going to have to do that in the heat tonight in the near future.
Yeah, once again, we do not know. This was pretty much all of our worst fears being realized once again, 8 periods into the Tristan Jarry era. What an era it was, though. Let me tell you, for those 8 periods, I was feeling confident about the Edmonton Oilers goaltending. And then the other side, the enemy tonight, the Minnesota Wild, brother, they look good right now. Winners of 6 in a row over some very, very, very good teams. There you see the head-to-head records, the tail of the tape between the two. Mini 21, 9, and 5. And over this 6-game stretch, they've beat Seattle, Dallas, Ottawa, Boston, Washington, Columbus.
Oof.
At 6 games over that stretch, they've outscored their opponents 28-9. So not only is the offense rolling, but the defense, that is Minnesota Wild brand of hockey, right? They're known, especially this year, for their goaltending, their strong decor. Oh, yeah, they just added one of the best defensemen in the entire NHL in Quinn Hughes. This Minnesota Wild team, I tell you, that Central Division, I wake up every day and I thank my lucky stars that we live in the Pacific Division and we do not have to deal with the likes of the Colorado Avalanche, the Dallas Stars, even the Winnipeg Jets. We know them last year, President's Trophy winners, and now the Wild, red hot. Billy G putting his balls on the table to go out there and get Quinn Hughes, but this needed a wheelbarrow to get that around the city of Minnesota. Bangs, going to be tough. This Wild team sucks because it feels like we are getting them at their absolute peak right now.
Absolutely. And considering the fact it's a matinee game against the Wild, and plus over the last few seasons, we haven't had a ton of success in Minnesota. And yeah, you mentioned it, adding Quinn Hughes. The Wild had a superstar in Kirill Kaprizov at forward. They just added another superstar on the back end. And then I know he's not playing tonight, but then you have Jesper Wallstedt. But they are a deep, deep team.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. I expect some Joel Eriksson-Ek all over McDavid in this one. They're a team that matches up well. I also playing mini. They play boring style of hockey. Matinee. This one feels like a snooze. You smell that? It smells like a fucking snooze fest today, but I hope not. Let's go now. Need to know info. We got lineup confirmations brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, because only the finest tasting meat products earn the Wilhauk name. Made from 100% Alberta beef, their jerky is aged, seasoned, smoked, and marinated to savory perfection. Go to wilhaukbeefjerky.com to find out more. Bert, throw it up for me. Lineups this afternoon. There we go for the Edmonton Oilers. Nuge, McDavid, Hyman, Podsy, Dry, Trent Frederick. As you see on your screen, looks like they're trying to light a spark under Freddie. Final game of the roadie. I'll tell you, when I saw this a minute ago, a little bit shocked, tried to keep it together, trying to process. Wild. Then your third line, Andrew Mangiapane with Adam Henrique and Matt Savoy. So he moves down from second line right wing to third line. And then Max Jones, maximum, with Matthias Janmark playing 4C, and Quinn Hudson. I know we saw online some people speculating Tommy Smokes, David Tomasek might be in the lineup. No. He will not be going. And then on the decor, it's Ekholm with Bush, Nurse with Stastny, Riley Stillman with Ty Emerson, and then obviously Calvin Pickard going to get the start. Pangs, let me ask you your initial reaction. Trent Frederick in the top 6. He has 2 goals on the season, a whopping 3 points. This, to me, maybe is the end of the road trip. Nobby trying to get a spark here for old Freddie.
I won't say the actual words. I'll just say the acronyms, but WTF.
What the fuck? I'll say it.
I don't understand that. Yeah, okay, Frederick had a decent game against the Boston Bruins, but if there was one player to be elevated in that lineup from based on last game, it's Quinn Hudson on the third line. I feel that kid deserves more minutes. Trent Frederick on that second line, I get it. They're trying to get him going, but at the same time, to me, it doesn't make sense.
I don't think he's deserved that promotion by any means. It's more of a locked in for 7.5 more seasons of this. We gotta try and I really don't like that Matt Savoy is now being sent down the line to play with Andrew Mangiapane and Rico, 2 guys that have been black holes offensively, I will say, over the last 20 games, pretty much a quarter of the season. Now, like me some Nurse Stastny there, though. I like seeing some of that. Let's go. I've really enjoyed Spencer Stastny's game. He is exactly as advertised, fast as hell. Continuing, you need to know. I believe, Brett, do we have the Gregor tweet that kind of broke down all the injury updates for the Edmonton Oilers? Because there sure is a lot of them. Shout out to Greg's. So Jari flew home yesterday to get reevaluated. We knew that. This Jake Wallman one. So they thought it was a bone bruise. Then the swelling goes down, and they found out that it was actually a fracture on his ankle there. 5 to 6 week injury. He's at 4, so likely to come back in the new year. Jack Roslovic, he's healed. He's skating. And maybe Tuesday. That would be a breath of fresh air for the Edmonton Oilers bottom 6, because even if it's him in the bottom 6 or somebody like a Matt Savoy has to consistently play down there, Maybe that can light a spark somewhere down in the lineup. Kasperi Kapanen, Cheeks. Haven't said that enough. Haven't made that joke enough yet this year. Expected to be back in the new year. Clattenburg couldn't do anything for a few weeks, but the eye is good now and just needs to get his conditioning back. And then Noah Philp, no concrete timeline, still progressing. So the Oilers, they be banged up right now, brother, and they're just trying to tread water. And then obviously the biggest one of them all, the goaltender that we still do not have an update. Means Pix is going to start. And then for you bettors out there, Zach Hyman has recorded a point in 11 of his last 12 games against the Minnesota Wild. For the Wild, we know, they're third in the Central. They're having an unbelievable season, 7-2-1 in their last 10, winners of 6 in a row. They got some injuries, Zach Bogosian, Marcus Johansson, Damon Hunt, Jonas Brodin, Matt Zuccarello, Vinny Hinostroza, and Jake Middleton. So they're going through it as well. Everybody in the NHL, especially with this condensed schedule situation that's kind of been going down. The injuries, they be a piling up. Kirill Kaprizov and Matt Boldy are both tied for the team lead in points for the squad, 41 in 35 games. Kaprizov, 22 goals. Matt Boldy, 20. Yes, he's not an Edmonton Oiler. I wish he was an Edmonton Oiler, but we don't live in that alternate reality. And then Philip Gustafsson going to get the start. 11-8-3 record, 249 goals against average with a 912 save percentage. This Wild team, they defend well. They got good goaltending from both of their netminders, and they're a team that you just don't want to play in the NHL playoffs. They got that elite talent in number 97, Kirill Kaprizov as well. Let's just go. What are you looking for? I guess storyline. Actually, first, Nation Vacation coming up March 2026, 24th to the 27th. Going to be a good one. Available nationgear.ca. We also have this, as you see on your screen there. You can save your spot today and just throw down a 20% deposit, and then you can deal with this a little bit later. If you want to get in there, but you can't necessarily pay the full thing right now, shout out the Nation staff as they hook this one up. Panks, Vegas, you know it. Unbelievable time.
Amazing time. Partying with these guys, like, you thought he was hungover now. You should have saw him on day 3. No, but amazing time.
Still doing shows.
Yeah.
Still grinding.
He's still
going
grinding.
live.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't confirm yet, but it's looking like I'm going to be there this year.
Also at my Christmas with my buddies last night, because I had an Oilersnation Christmas party, and then I went to my own Christmas party. It was a big one. Confirmed. I think Brett, you're upstairs. Styles is coming on the Nation Vacation, so we're adding another one of the. Oh baby, it's going to be a good time. My storyline, key to victory. I mean, anything, and it might just be a mentality shift here for the Oilers until they figure out what they're going to do in the crease, but I think there's got to be an emphasis on team defense. We have seen the Oilers very inconsistent in their own end this season. We've seen the ups. We've seen a lot of downs as well. But lately, and especially that Boston game, like, there was another solid defensive performance from the forwards and the D-core, and I think everybody's going to need to, you're playing show, you got to lean forward a little bit right now and make sure that you are taking care of your shit in the defensive end, because we all see it. We all know it. Calvin Pickard save percentage, Connor Ingram, who knows what he's going to be like. And I think the Oilers know this. I think they're going to have a big emphasis on taking care of the puck in their own end, puck management. So I think that's going to be a storyline for the next couple games. Who knows how long Jari's going to be out? What are you looking for tonight? Today.
The Oilers, they play best with their backs are against the walls, and I feel today,
moron.
The pressure is on, and Calvin Pickard, I think the Wild's going to come out very strong. Calvin Pickard's going to need to weather the storm for the Edmonton Oilers, and when their offense gets going, what I'm looking for is bodies to the net. In the first period last game against the Boston Bruins, they played a little bit too perimeter. Then they started getting bodies to the net. D-men started filtering the pucks. And especially when you have Trent Frederick elevated to that second line, hey, man, grind and whack in front of that net. Try to get some goals there.
Pull the old Brad Marchand we saw the other day with Brandon Bussey and just boom, right in the nuts. No, Freddie, don't do that. We're above that. But I'm excited. We've seen some flashes from Freddie recently. Once again, I'm able to shout out quick Oodle Noodle. Download their app today. It's responsible for the home team lineup. They're the best. We were eating Dogpatch last night, but I tell you, I had leftover Oodle Noodle in my fridge. Got home at 3 a.m. Oh, baby, did I throw that back. I'm a walking sponsor, a walking billboard. Absolutely. But with Freddie, some of the flash. Brett, you can throw the lineup back up in case anybody is joining a little bit late. Breaking news, Trent Frederick playing in the top 6 for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. Now, that line, you look at it, there is some size between Vasily Podkolzin, Leon Draisaitl, and Trent Frederick. I'm trying to be optimistic about this. That's what pre-gaming is all about. But the flashes we have seen from Freddie recently, I go back to, I think it was the Tommy Smokes goal a couple games ago, but it was Freddie on the forecheck, being physical, causing turnovers. And we know Pods, Dry, they love a good cycle game down low, grinding, working away against the other team's defense core. And once again, Mini is without Jonas Brodin and Jacob Middleton. So they've got some replacement level players on that third pair. I hope that's what those three can find a way to do. We know Podsy and Dry, they're going to drag him into the fight down low. And Freddie, that is his game, I think. To be totally honest with you, I don't actually know what his game would totally be defined as, but he has the size. He has the ability to grind down low. Hopefully that's the style that second line is going to play.
Maybe last game against the Boston Bruins when they showed the tribute video of him fighting, scoring goals, he's like, oh yeah,
oh fuck,
I can
right.
do those things. And they're like, yeah, you can. So do it next game. We're going to give you the second line minutes. So hopefully he can put that into use there.
Dave said when you have to think that hard about a flash from Freddie, that's not positive. Oh, absolutely, brother. I'm picking up what you're laying down. But once again, we broke this down on the last pre-gaming for the length of Freddie's contract. That if you broke it down into, we wanted to do like a Connor Brown map, but if you broke it into a hockey game, we were 16:58 left in the first period.
Oh my gosh.
a lot of time left for Trent Frederick to turn this thing around and for us to be optimistic about it. Quickly, Dogpatch starting goaltenders, unbelievable bar. This will be the last one of December that I am down here. I am strictly at home for the rest of December, which is going to be unbelievable. Back to not wearing pants when I do the show. That's a real life. That's the good life. But come on down to Dogpatch throughout any time. It was an unbelievable holiday party last night. They took out special sliders for us, special poutine, special pizzas, a whole dessert table of there's a bakery back there, brother. It was fresh desserts. Actually, might be some leftovers upstairs as well. We should further evaluate that now that I start to think about that. Bert, throw it up, tail the tape between the two goaltenders. Picks versus Gustafsson. Shield your eyes from that 391 goals against and 858. That 391 goals against has actually improved recently for Calvin Pickard as he stopped every single puck he saw against the Bruins. And then Philip Gustafsson on the other side. He's got good numbers. Both of their goaltenders are pretty damn good. In his career against the Oilers, he has a 2-2-0 record with an .880 save percentage and a 4.41 goals against average. So the Oilers do know how to beat him. I do regret to inform you, though, for Gustafsson, he has won 4 straight hockey games, and the last game he played, he shut out the Washington Capitals.
Yeah, Gustafsson. Again, the Edmonton Oilers are in for a tough one tonight. Today, this afternoon.
Scoreboard's 2-2.
Yeah,
Scoreboard's
and
2-2.
I mean, they have really good defense. And when you have good defense and you have a solid netminder, again, the Oilers are in tough. But you know what? The Edmonton Oilers have Connor McDavid, who has 22 points in his last 8 games. So we're going to need a big game for the captain today.
Skating on your whole team, Connor McDavid. Shout out whoever did that. Shout out Shawty Mills. I can't want to watch that 100 times the moment we finish this show.
Busted.
Shawty, if you're listening or watching, come down to Greta or Dogpatch anytime. You can sit right here. You can sit right here. And if you feel a beat, you let it rip, brother. But now the away lineup. Shout out to the Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament. Going down in January 23rd to the 25th. All kinds of Nation Network personnel. Besides me going down to the Jasper Pond Hockey Tournament for this. It's going to be a good time. Highly competitive. Even if you're not playing, just go down there and hang out. Drink some beers, drink some hot chocolate. Heckle Tyler Yaremchuk the entire time he's out there on the ice. Because you can. Because you can. Bert, throw it up for me. What we expect for the Minnesota Wild this afternoon. Nailed it. Kirill Kaprizov with Joel Eriksson-Ek and Matt Boldy. Yakov Trenin with Danila Yurov and Vladimir Tarasenko, who lately has been playing out of his mind. The third line, Foligno with Ryan Hartman, plug rat. I hate that dude. With Nicholas Obey-Kubel, Ben Jones, Nico Sturm, and Tyler Pitlick. Your decor, Quinn Hughes, Brock Faber, Matt Kierstead with Jared Spurgeon, Carson Lambos with David Juracek. So that's what I'm talking. Maybe you can get that third D pairing out there against the Leon, Pods, Trent Frederick trio. Then maybe they can grind them down and go to work. But Pangs, look at that squad. I mean, they're definitely missing some name value, you could say, out there. They're missing Matt Zuccarello. They're missing Jonas Brodin. But this team still scares me. That top line of Kaprizov, Joel Eriksson, and Matt Boldy. It's in Minnesota, remember? So they're going to have last change. They might be putting out that three-man unit against, I'm sure the way I feel about Carson Lambos, they feel about fucking Darnell Nurse, Spencer Stastny, Ty Emerson, all of those guys. So those three, I mean, obviously it's such a cop-out. That's my line to watch. The three best players on the Minnesota Wild.
So yeah, you mentioned the Minnesota Wild are on a 6-game heater. They won the last 6 games. In fact, the person who leads them in points over those last 6 games is Joel Eriksson Ek. And in that span, he's actually 4th in the league in points behind McDavid, Draisaitl, and McKinnon. So out of all their depth and goal scorers, it's Eriksson Ek, who, as you mentioned, usually shuts down Connor McDavid. So again, the Oilers are in tough today.
Lisa from the Sauce is in. It says, hey guys, love ya. Oh, how hungover are you? Are you hungover as I am? Also, Rank said, Shotty Mills, let's go. Let's go now quickly. Boards' Bankroll, brought to you by Bet365. Also brought to you by Brett Holden, because he made Boards' Bankroll for me today.
Nice.
Well, I mean, I gave the Gladiator thumbs up, thumbs down, but I didn't even totally remember what he threw out here for me. But, Brett, I trust you with my life. All right. First one, this is the one I helped. I said, hey, my rule, if you're getting a plus sign next to McDavid, 2 points, you're going to smash plus 110. And then another one that's done me good this year, Darnell Nurse, 2+ blocks at minus 160. Zach Hyman, 3+ shots, minus 160. Let me parlay these two together and see what they are. Which of those do you like? Is there any other area you'd go?
Connor McDavid, 2+ points. As mentioned, he has 22 points in his last 8 games. 3 of those games in the last 8, he has 4 points. Incredible work by Connor McDavid. He is playing in video game mode. 2+ points for the captain.
Skating on your whole team, Connor McDavid. As I'm looking at this, keep going. Oh, that's plus 225. A little block shot action for Darnell. Plus 410. Let's go. We ride at dawn responsibly. 19+, of course, at Bet365. Bert, you can chime in as well. Score predictions anytime. Goal scorers, gentlemen. Bert, let's go with you first. Voice God above.
Damn. Let's go. I think it's also going to be a snoozer as well. I think it'll be 3-2 Oil. Let's go with why not? A little revenge Matt Savoy goal, saying you're going to put me down here. Watch this shit.
Yeah, I like that. Pangs. Score prediction anytime. Goal score.
I feel it will be a defensive battle, and the Oilers are going to tighten up defensively. I'm going to go with 2-1 anytime goal scorer. I'm going to ride with Zach Hyman.
Ooh, I like that. Points in 11 of his last 12 against the Minnesota Wild. He's been scoring goals aplenty. Also, that Seth Jarvis injury looked that sucks, dude. He went flying into that post. I don't know how long he's going to be out, but I think a fair amount of time. Zach Hyman, Team Canada? Yeah. Zach Hyman, Team Canada. Like, I don't want to celebrate the fact that, like, I like Seth Jarvis. I want him on Team Canada, but it happened. And now Zach Hyman, this might be a blessing, I guess, in disguise for him. For me, I think snooze fast boards. He could use a nap this afternoon, so hopefully it puts us to, no, not hopefully. I want a good one, but I don't think it's going to be that. I'm taking Brett's score as well, 3-2 for the Edmonton Oilers with I'm curious what it is on Bet365. What is a Trent Frederick goal?
Ooh.
What is a Trent Frederick goal? I'm going to say Trent Frederick gets off the schneid.
Yeah.
Plus 600.
Wow.
If I threw that in Boards' Bankroll, it becomes plus 29.
Goodness gracious.
That's right, baby. Responsibly. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Thank you for bearing with me for the 30-minute pre-gaming today. We'll be back tomorrow, obviously later this afternoon for Oilersnation After Dark. We'll pre-game again tomorrow. We're at 5. The game's at 6, I believe, tomorrow against Vegas. Oilers and the New England Patriots both on at 6 p.m. That's a double TV man's dream in the basement. 265s. Going to be a good one. I love you all. Appreciate you all. Do me a favor. Throw down your courtesy like right there at the bottom. Make sure you are subscribed to the ON YouTube, and we will talk in a couple hours, hopefully breaking down an Edmonton Oilers W. Have a good one.
We're watching pre-gaming with Bordsy. Yeah, Bordsy is the best host when it comes to the Oilers. Yeah, he knows the most. Merry Christmas to him. His jokes are so amusing. But let's not forget Brett behind the camera with this wicked producing. Yeah, Shorty Mills spitting rhymes with this freestyle creation. 'Tis the season. I'm collabing with the crew from Oilersnation. This is Shorty Mills signing off, wishing you a Christmas cheer. And Shorty wants to wish you a happy cup. Yeah.